clock.
Yeah, I faded the one
Exactly to
trade I
the tick
called
of
on
the clock,
Project.
bro. Exactly to the tick of the clock. That shit time shifted. Oh my God. That's crazy. Right on the live. That's why I always do the live on 12, bro, with the time shift, because that's the sauce. You know what I'm saying? That's why I always do live on 12, because something to be happening there. Right when the 12 o'clock hits. That's instant TP. What the fuck? Literally, bro, that's instant TP. That's instant TP for a scalp wall from the 1-2. That's crazy. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that shit hit the fat leg. Oh, Zerky. Zerky, bro. Bro, I longed the deck right when you said that earlier, bro.
Seriously?
You.
Yeah, I went in with like 2 contracts.
Oh, fuck. It took off, bro. I'm printing. Yo, what the fuck? W Zerky, man. Look at this. Bro, fuck. Caught the giga candle, bro. Zerk said it in the chat. He said, watch the NASDAQ. I'm like, all right, bet. I pull that shit up. That shit linked. I'm like, okay, this is it. This is what he telling me to watch. And I'm like, okay, bet. I took it. Boom. And then that was it, bro. That was free play. Free play from Zerky. Literally. Right off the live, bro. Instant TP. Okay, guys. Done for the day, guys. Again, instant TP, bro. That's crazy works. Zerky's really him, bro. Huh, Zerky?
Yeah.
You really him, bro. Bang. Good trade, bro. Instantly, bro. Yeah, that was good call, bro. Instant printer, bro. See, bro, because I took the NQ, I didn't take the Bitcoin, bro. Fuck. I mean, they all rip the same candle, whatever. It is the same shit. Yeah, they all yeah. What's the difference at that point, bro? What's the difference? Tell me, bro.
They
My
both
chart
follow
doing
each
this shit
other.
again, bro. Why does it keep doing this? Oh, USDT really clocked off with the 12 o'clock reversal here, guys. Instantly. Oh my God. Crazy Monday range today, though, like I said. This will be a mega Monday range. And then if we close nicely like this, or like in this case, bad, if this close worse, it will be good for us. If it closes a little better, that'll be, better it closes, worse off we are. Well, far as more licks we'll have. But if we start to swing here now, then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we can lick to the downside now and swing off of this. But we really have to, like, you know what I'm saying, suck back down and then show some absorption here, which we're doing so far. That's a clean go. We have to start gapping down through the open. Remember what I told you guys yesterday about the daily open? So again, in this case, guys, on USDT, we've been playing above the open the whole time, right? And then when we came back to retest it, we couldn't break it once again, right? So what does that tell you guys? Dang. What's good, Dad? How are you doing, brother? Yeah, Zerky, that was good call, bro. For real. Instant TP, bro. He paid for dinner. Can we gap? I mean, we're trying to gap here now, so let's see if we can fully gap because USDT is really strong here. So we need to now accept back below the value, right? We have access now from the profile, right? We're outside of value, so definitely this is out of value, and then now we're gapping back inside the value. So long as we can stay gapping below and accept below the value, then we can even expect like a little 1-2 or something. It's already climbing back to the 50% of the range, plus the value here. So if we fail the value area and gap down, that'll be good. Then we can look for continuation down, like this. And then it will go back to the POC, which there's the fairest volume, most volume in the whole profile today, right? And then again, once we lose this value, then there's no volume, right? Quite literally, there's zero volume, meaning if we can successfully break through this, then we're going through the open. Does that make sense, guys? And that's what the profile is telling us today. With all this information that it has given us, right? Which is the market generated information the profile given us. So you guys can understand these levels now of access. You need to pay attention to what the price is advertising at the time. At the time. Exactly on the third 90, again, it offered today, right? Fat long. And then again, exactly with the live starting at the 12 o'clock, again, which is the time shift, offered exactly outside of the value. So start looking for what's going on outside of the value, right? That's where you can find opportunities to bring back inside of the value, right? And same goes when it's outside of the value to the other way, right? Look, there's no volume and price went outside of the value. Again, with what? The time shift, right? With the third six, right? It did open low and then it left the value with the open low. But again, it's with time and value. Does that make sense, guys? Open, low, leaving the value right on time, right? And then as we left the value, we created this access where there's no volume, right? And then we hit the open, daily open, right? And then we again, do we retest and fail? No, right? We absorbed the daily open and came all the way back up to the profile, right? And then again, creating another access. So again, access to access is giving you reversal points, right? So if you can find access and understand it with the time shift plus the absorption, right? Then you can have a good clue. Okay, this is a good opportunity outside of value to bring back into the value. Does that make sense, guys? To bring it back, this is out of value, right? It's disconnected. Again, this is disconnected. Outside of value, outside of value. Let me just turn this one off real quick. All right, does that make sense, guys? The value is clear here. That's out of value, right? Again, that's out of value. So again, if you can find outside of value, then you can spot opportunities to bring back to the value, which again, that's where you make your money, right? Bring it, you spotting this is out of value or this is too much of a value. So you can bring it back. That's the idea of short, right? Your ability to understand this is outside of value so you can bring it back into the value. Does that make sense, guys? Oh, and look at this. We're failing below the value and made the gap, right? And look at this. Then what did I say? You can expect continuation, right? And look what's happening. So that's how you can read the chart, right? By understanding the order flow, where the value is, where the price is, compared to the value and the price. Any question on the value? it's different from when you're trading inside of value, right? Inside the value, you trade value to value, right? But the big profit comes from when you outside of the value is what I'm trying to say. There's multiple ways to go about it, right? So in a heavily balanced, like even look at this day, even look at yesterday, right? The best shorts or the top shorts came from where? When we peak outside of value and fail with time. Again, with time. Right off the 4-6 third 90, what happens? Outside of the value. Absorption, no gap down. Right. So again, your ability to spot that is where you can now formulate something to, oh shit, I can bring this back to the value, right? Back to the value. Oh shit, I can bring this back to the value. Right. And then that's where you make your profit and get the fuck out. And that's why I'm always getting out at the top. And then, oh, yep. And then I'm like, oh, I should have reversed. Right. But again, I'm not just randomly selling at random points is the key point. Right. It achieved the value. It doesn't want a gap above the value. Then there's no business for me to do. You see what I'm trying to say? And that's where, like, the emotion kind of goes away. But again, you're just like, oh, yep, I brought it from the lowest value to the highest of the value. I have capitalized the full motion of this move. Right. And you're able to see that if you understand value. Does that make sense, guys? So again, outside of the value is where you can expect bigger moves, right? To bring back into the value, which again, you know where the value is. So this is like not a, like the moment it's here, the value's here. So getting in here, you have a clear target where you can bring back to the value. Same goes here, right? If you're shorting it here, and again, where is your clear target? Back inside the value, back inside the value. And that's why I said the moment we hit here, I said, okay, that's the good TP1, right? Because again, my job was to bring it from outside of value to inside of the value. So again, that's where you need to manage risk. At least take something off the table because that was the goal. That was the idea of that trade. That was the whole point of that trade, right? So if you got it outside of value and you brought it inside of value, then what do you need to do? Drop it in the chat, guys. Yeah, TP and manage risk, right? And see how we're reacting off of the value. What are we doing? Is the speed is the speed and run, right? It's changing. Like, look at that. Like, is the pace changing? Like, look at the behavior, right? And that's why, like, I keep telling you guys, behavior is very important. Look at what it's doing from the back. Study what it be doing from the value. So clean value to value, and outside of value to inside of the value, and outside of value to the inside of the value. Value to value, value to value, outside of value to inside of the value, right? Outside of the value to inside of the value. So every time, if you're looking for like a big short play, then you're looking outside of the value, right? See if the price is disconnecting from the value itself, right? And this is where early shorts get cooked. Oh, we took the high out. Let's short. Fails. Oh, whoa, the smart money says we swept the high and didn't gap up, then we should go down, right? Why don't we go down? Right, swept the high, failed with the wick, absorption, everything. But again, the value is showing you something. We're gapping through the value. The high is here. That's why, like, people watch structure, right? I'm watching the value. People watch the price action, right? I'm watching the value, where the value is, where the value is, right? This is the clear difference, is what I'm trying to show you, right? Then you understand. Okay, if you've seen this, then you'll be like, okay, I need to wait outside of the value for it to fail. And guess when it precisely fails outside of the value? Right on the 390. So if you can wait for the time, and if you understand that this is failing outside of the value, and that's what you're looking for, doesn't that make perfect sense to take a short there or take the long there? Because again, you know where the value is, and you know we're failing the value, and volume is tapering off from the value. Like quite literally. Look at the volume. There's no volume up here. Now there's a lot more volume down here. Right. And then again, tapering off. And then look at this axis. There's basically no volume. Right. And then when the time comes, watch the order flow. Is it gapping up? No. Is it gapping up? No. Is it gapping up? No. Is it absorbing? Yes. Then what does that mean? There's intention, but there's no result outside of value right on time. So interpret all that three things together. What does that tell you? Drop it in the chat, guys. What does that tell you? So once again, if you can spot, right, price is outside of value on time and it's absorbing all at the same time, what does that tell you? It's a good time for you to take risk to bring it back inside of the value, right? Yeah, it's high probability that for you to take the risk to bring it back inside of the value because you have the time alignment also, not randomly, right? So again, if you shorted earlier, not waiting for the time, just in this case, right? You shorted in the second 90 before the third 90 came. Yeah, sometimes that will work, but again, that's why I just wait for the third 90. Even if the third 90 was a lower high. Because I think 86 used to ask me this all the time. But either way, the third 90 comes and then it gives you an open high, right? Failing the access. And visibly volume is failing. Like there's no more, there's no high volume here, right? To support the move high. And again, the value is not shifting. If it wants to support the move higher, this value area should be pulling back up here. So the price can continue off of that value to extend and then make a new access. Right. But again, that's not happening. So again, that's already telling you something. The value is not shifting. And that's why you just watch, when you watch time, don't make it complicated, guys. Just open high or open low. Again, open low or open high. Open high. at the time at the value, failing the value. Keep it simple is what I'm saying. At the end of the day, it's very simple, right? Whatever I just was bambling about is complicated, but you're just looking at three factors. Again, what is that three factor, guys? When, where, and who is in control. And that's what you're trying to understand, which all visibly is showing at this point. Right? Again, when is there? Check. Where? Check, outside of value. Who is in control? Who? Oh shit. Absorption. Right? Then you have the three pillars, right? Then you understand when, where, and who is in control at this time. Then now it's high probability. Does that make sense, guys? See, it literally swept the high right to the POC, and that was the TP. Instant move though, so which is cool. It's kind of like early morning. It was instant move, backed up. But again, when the move's so fast and it gets absorbed instantly, that's where it's like short covery moves. It's like shorts taking profit. So it blasts because you guys can see like this move itself, zero volume. There's no volume. Like it's fake. And it's like extended outside of the value. Mega extended outside of the value. Again, even this same trade, right? Off the third 90, what happens, guys? So in this example, it's pretty much the opposite since now we're looking at Bitcoin, right? But now take a good look again. What happens? First six comes, right? First six comes, second six comes, and then third six comes, right? Inside of the third six. So again, it's mega fractal, right? Inside of the third six, we have the third 90, and exactly on the third 90, what do you get? If you're watching the chart, then you'll be, oh, yep, third 90 open, low. So again, time, where now? Outside of value. Who's in control? Absorption. No gap down. So what does that mean? Again, you found yourself opportunity to bring back inside the value, right? It's like 86. That's like me teaching you. Now you have to do the same thing. How does it feel? You taste your own medicine now. Huh. But hey, you have the answer to all that now. So you're the AI. I don't even gotta say a thing, bro. My personal AI will answer anything for you guys. Just ask 86. Yeah, he can tell you the words. He can't teach you the context. But shit. Yeah, the voice AI will go crazy, low key. We need to turn on the voice setting on the AI bot. Exactly, bro. The value is gonna give you context throughout the whole day. And your job is to see how it's forming, where the price is compared to where you're trading, right? Bro, what kind of bro? I really missed this one trading the DAC, bro. Fuck. Nah, that's crazy. I wish I had like three arms. Then I could have three arms and seven eyes. You know what I'm saying? So I could, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, imagine if I caught both of them, bro. That would have been juiced. I can't complain though. Fuck, on ETH is more crazy. Damn. Look at the time shift, guys. Every day, bro. When the Ford 6 comes, it just shifts crazy. And that's how I know we got a TP, bro. It's always the time, and then boom, instantly. Fat ass open low. Taking out the third 90 low. Again, this is taking out the time-based liquidity. What's good, Wazzy? Nah, it's because at the time, bro, when I said that, it's like because I was looking at Sui and then I was looking at E, and then it's just like Sui wasn't dumping like that. But again, like they're just relatively, you know what I'm saying? They haven't done anything. You know what I mean? Like they're lower. Like if you look at Sui, it's like down here, you know? ETH is like here. And then if you look at Bitcoin, it's gonna be slightly higher. You see what I'm saying? But again, now you gotta visualize that. Bitcoin this much down equals ETH this much down, and ETH this much down equals alts that much down. But again, Bitcoin this much down, look at everything. Look at Solana did a full Christmas. Right? But Bitcoin only went down. You know what I'm saying? A little tick down. That's it. Do you see what I mean? So that's why you gotta kind of understand the flow of all of them, not just like kind of like go off of Bitcoin, you know? Because like if you do that, then you fuck yourself. Because like whatever we're seeing was just that on Bitcoin. Because if Bitcoin does this, then what does that mean then? That means everything else making lower low, bro. Like that. You get what I'm saying? And most people don't know that. They think it's all the same, you know? The playing ground is not the same. And it's visibly evident, right? Oh my God, Dak is about to blast again. It offered again, bro. Bro, I told you guys the Monday range is gonna be crazy. $86. I think you scared him, bro. Come on, bro. But yeah, Eve looks like crazy Monday range, guys. I like this. I actually really like this, bro. Tuesday, if we get the higher low or like a lower low wick, that's the mega long. If we get a higher low or a slight lower low, that's the mega long, guys. Because now everybody bearish again. Like you guys see what I'm saying? People are like such a like a herd of sheep, you know? Now everybody's saying we're going back to zero. So it's like this is exactly what I said, right? I even told you guys this when we were up here that we're gonna come back to a 1-2, and then everybody's gonna get bearish, but then we're gonna have to kind of hold it up and then just you know what I'm saying? That's coming right with the week 3 now, you know? And the Monday range is about to swing. Oh my God. I don't know, guys. This shit's cooking, bro. And we're back to the 50% of that balance range, like I talked about, right? 50% of that balance range. We can't, boom. Well, we're not 50% there yet, but 50, even to 50%, it won't be bad. It will be bad for the price, yeah, but far as value goes, it's great value, right? Far as price looking, not so looking good, but value wise, it will be beautiful. But it doesn't look like it wants to do that if we have a good Monday range and soak up. But it all depends on how we close today. And we got a long time left. Well, not a long time, but we still got, you know what I'm saying, a whole 6 hour left. So 5 hour left. So let's see. But this is good. We took out last week's low, right? So again, this low is not just yesterday's low, right? That's the last weekly low. That was the whole last week low, right? So we took the previous weekly low out. And we're now doing that with the Monday range. So we're absorbing previous weekly low sweep. Now we're making previous lick retest level with the Monday range absorption. You guys see what I'm saying? So it's setting something up already. And it's right in the GP now. Like I told you guys. 1-2. We did the 1-2 perfectly. So I think long as we absorb here, it's back up. We got long it back up. But if we somehow, right, do not close Monday good and we start to do some crazy gapping that which I don't see it happening at this point. But if it does, that's why we gotta have the ifs and have multiple case scenarios so we don't just be, you know what I'm saying, become a trap, right? And our ability to understand, oh shit, if it starts to gap back below here, then it's something else, right? And like I said, all the way to here is 50% of that balance, so it's cool. But if we start to close back below here, anything wick here is good, right? But any candle closing below here and new gaps coming out of there will be super bad. That means we're gonna now again pull the fib the other way and look for a scam back up to get filled on the short to go lower. Right? So that'll be the other case. If we push lower like this, then we would need to look for a move back up like this and then load up on the short and then TP all the spot and then get the fuck out and then take a mega short back down. And then take the Q1 low out. Because again, I told you guys the Q1 low is still open. So this is where I'm open to this scenario like I've been telling you guys. All right, and I'm ready for it. I'm prepared for it, even if we do get that. Like I said, it's all planned out for me. right? Or we hold the 1-2. Very simple at this point. Or we hold the 1-2 and just start building back. So it's very clear. Just no other thing could happen here, in my view. Just those two. We either send back to 0 one more time, take the Q1 low, and then load it up, or we hold the 1-2 here and then blast the high and then take the Q1 high in. Because that's the Q1 high. Right? And that's the Q1 low. Right? And then again, that's the range that we're pulling the profile for the higher time frame, right? And you guys can see we're coming right into the POC now on E. Plus the GP. This is high probability. This is mega 1-2 plus the POC. And we're coming right into the previous lick retest like I told you guys. Oh my God. Hey, gang. It literally did the 1-2 plus the previous lick retest back to the POC like I told you guys. I literally forecasted that exact move coming when we were failing outside of the value game. And again, it's the same logic, right, guys? It's not hard to understand that, right? Again, same thing. Access, failing access, understanding time is shifting. Week 2 comes, we drop. Week 3 now is here. And now we're back to the previous lick plus back inside of the value. You see what I'm saying? So it's all the same, no matter if you're looking at an everyday profile or if you're looking at a higher time frame profile, how you would apply it will be the same, right? Just like here. And that's why I said, if we fail here, we're most likely going to come back inside of the value, which we are coming back inside of the value. And that's why I said we can expect the 1-2. Because if we do 1-2, we're back inside of the value. And then we're now right onto the week 3, right? So everything is now fucking cooking up. Does that make sense, guys? That's a whole lot, but write it down if it makes sense. And it's a fat 1-2 setup now, and inside of that, all that, right? So keep all that in mind, and then now zoom in and then understand we're doing. We're sweeping the previous week low plus creating a Monday range absorption. So that's a lot of things happening at once. Right? So then we can start to mega load up. And this is what I was telling Melwink when we pumped up. Right? And he's like, oh, we missed it. Nope, we did not miss it. The 1-2's coming. Now the 1-2 here. Right? Just like here. Oh, we missed it. No, the 1-2 coming. The 1-2 came. The move came. You see what I'm saying? It's just the same shit again and again and again. So don't get juked by the market. Right? Don't chase the price when it's going up. Right? And then don't chase the price when it's going down. Just 1-2. Wait for the 1-2. If you miss this, then again, it's very clear it's going to offer you something. It's not just going to go like this. Especially when we built the balance range like this that we couldn't leave for so long. Right? It's all telling you something. It's all information. And that's why it's very important to understand that. You get what I'm trying to say? Right? But we have a big setup here now. And we have the mega previous lick that I pointed it out from here, right? We're right at it. Quite literally. Retest. Previous lick retest. To the tick. And it's like a double previous lick here. So it's like mega high probability. Right? Mega previous lick retest. We have the value. We have the 1-2. I mean, what else? What else do you need on this? You guys see what I'm saying? This is a mega setup. Look at this. Everything I teach you guys is presenting itself Literally everything I have taught you guys is presenting itself. Like everything I teach you guys every week, every day is presenting itself all at once. 1-2 setup, previous lick, retest, value, Monday range, week 3. Everything is here. The third 23 day, everything I teach you guys, the time fractal wise is all big time fractal lining up. Setup wise, every level is lined up to the tick. Right? So it's like a mega setup room. Does that make sense? Like everything I teach you guys, far as price goes, value goes, far as the fib goes, far as the time goes, everything. Not just one. Because I want to make sure everybody has a clear, like you guys actually understand it, not just say, oh, you get it and not get it. So if you don't get it, speak up. Because ain't nobody gonna teach you for free like this. So speak up when it's asked. Because I know not everybody gets it. Any questions? Why is what? He said what? Why is Monday range such a powerful confluence? So again, what is the Monday range? For everybody. This is a question for everybody. Again, Evergreen knows the answer to this. He just wants to make sure everybody understands what it is. So who understand what Monday range is? I say it every week, right? So what is a Monday range? Question mark. What is Monday range? Open of the week, right? What is the open? Okay. Monday is the opening of the week. So okay, then what is the open? And open should be a very simple answer if you understand time. If you truly understand what time is, then it's a simple answer. What is the open? Okay, Melwin got the half part right. That's the half the sentence that I was gonna say. It's the first fractal of any fractal, right? Is the open, which sets up the range for that fractal. Okay, so again, Melwin had it halfway correct. It sets up the range. But again, what sets up the range? It's a first fractal that sets up this range for any fractal. All right, so what is a Monday range? What fractal is that? That's a weekly fractal, right? So again, you guys need to all understand that, right? Understand that, oh, okay, what is a Monday range? Monday range is a weekly fractal, right? And what type of weekly fractal is Monday range? It's the open slash the first fractal of the week. And that's what you should be going through your head when you think about a Monday, every fucking Monday. That's the interpretation that should be going through your head when you think about, oh shit, it's Monday now, what do I do? Okay, the answer is there. It's the first fractal of this week, and that's going to set up the range for you to trade this week, and it's going to now give you a opening range, right? Which is going to give you so now tomorrow, Tuesday comes, Wednesday comes, you can look for open low or open high, right? Because we have the open now. That's no question. You see what I'm saying? After Monday, you know what the open is. But before Monday, you don't know what open is, right? That's why it's important to let the opening range form of that Monday, which is, again, your weekly fractal. Does that make sense, guys? That's what the Monday range is, right? So it's not a random thing, right? It's not some just fancy, random term that we're using. Actually, very, very important. It sets the whole notion for the week. And then now there's two ways to trade the Monday range, okay, guys? Two ways to trade the Monday range. Monday range reversal, okay? Monday range reversal. And then there's Monday range continuation. Okay? So there's gonna be two types of things that you can do off the Monday range, is what I'm trying to say here. All right. So now if the Monday range forms like this, right? And that's your Monday range, right? And we're at the top of the chart now. So you have to add context to the Monday range now. Because again, Monday range is just one day, right? And you have to look at the bigger picture. What happened before? Or have we been failing? Or we at a key level hitting it, right? Such things, right? Or we at a key time hitting it, right? But either way, Monday range. So now if you're gonna see a continuation, then what's gonna happen is Tuesday will come and it will probably do open low and then fill a gap, pull into GP, and then it'll break out of that Monday range. It'll gap through that Monday range. And then that's how you know, okay, shit, you can trade continuation off the Monday range, right? Since again, it's not failing the Monday range, right? We're displacing the Monday range. Okay, now, second time, right? This is where you'll get a reversal, right? So again, same thing, right? Monday range comes, makes the Monday range, but then now Tuesday comes and does open high and wicks and absorbs up here. Then now you can instantly, again, frame back. And again, if you look at the value, it's probably going to be outside of the value. And then the probably value is going to be somewhere in here. So now it will all line up to bring back inside of the value plus failing the Monday range. Right? Again, that's a Monday range reversal. And again, when you trade Monday range, you target the Monday ranges. So again, if you're trading continuations, then you're looking at the break outside of the value or plus the Monday range, right? And then if you're trading reversals off of it, then your targets become the opposite side of the Monday range. And then you can manage risk halfway. So in this case, the Monday range here to here, right? Then if you took the reversal off of it, then you target that 50% to the 100% of the Monday range. And that's how you guys trade the Monday range and kind of go how to frame the week going with that, understanding that, because that's what's going to set up the frame for the week. Does that make sense? So there's two types of Monday range, guys. It's not just the reversal, okay? So some weeks you will see continuations off the Monday range where Monday range forms and then Tuesday goes higher and then Wednesday goes higher and then it goes higher. And then you'll be like, what the fuck is this? Right? That's the continuation of the Monday range. Because again, like, nobody teaches this shit. So you guys have to understand that. Understand the Monday ranges. Understand the open. You can do the same thing every day with the 6 hour. Okay. This is where now you're like, oh shit, what the fuck? Right. So now if you think about 6 hour every day, right? Every day you have first six. What is that? That's your opening range for the day. You could do the same thing. If we fail the first 6 like this on the second 6, then you're already thinking trading back up. You see what I'm trying to say, guys? It's that simple, for real. If you really think. But if we get the displacement below the first 6, then you know, oh shit, it's most likely going to be continuation on the third 6. It's happening every day. Right? Monday range just happens every week. And then monthly range forms, that's your week 1, right? That's your monthly range. So again, always understand where your week 1 range is. Does that make sense, guys? Know where your week 1 range is. Because again, that's where you're, in a bigger picture, that's your monthly fractal range. So again, if we look at this, then we know we're far from the weekly range or the monthly range, right? Because you can see that's the week 1 range right here. That's that mega accumulation. And then we did the mega manipulation with the week 2. So again, if this week 3 doesn't absorb and come back above, right, and then continue through the weekly range or the monthly range here, then it's over, right? It's already getting cooked. Then we're going to get continuation to the downside. And that's why I'm being very careful here when I'm watching. Because again, the monthly range doesn't look good. All right, we just butter through that shit. So the only way to save this is to now reverse back up, all right, and then take the weekly high out. This high, right, needs to get taken out, not just swept, but we need to blast through it. Like we need to boom, and then somehow close higher. If not, then there's no reversal, right? Then it's gonna get cooked, or at least suck up, and then the next candle will push through, which will complete the monthly candle. Right? Again, we have week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4. Monthly candle close. 1 month done. So again, everything is fractal. Oh my God, bro. Bro, that shit mega offered, bro. Bro, it literally came back for a higher low, bro. I could have took it again right after the TP, bro. I could have just reversed the short and then brought it right back and then took the previous leg retest long right there. Boom. That's crazy, bro. That's actually wild. Oh, it's still going. Oh my God, bro. I should have just taken. Damn. Okay, eat this moving now, guys. It's trying to summon some candles up. Yeah, it's right at the previous leg retest, bro. This is a mega play. And I literally told you as we swept the last week low, bro. That was a mega entry. That shit's looking good now, bro. Look, this one closes like this, and then the next 138 gaps up. That means it's gonna reverse into Tuesday. And then we're gonna get the 1-2. And then that's the mega entry. That's the mega entry after the 1-2. So let this play out, guys. Don't FOMO. Because if you FOMO homo here now, then you're gonna get cooked with the 1-2, and then it's gonna go. All right, it's forming something. I need Peter's opinion though. Yo, Peter. Yeah, bro. It came right to it, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Oh my God. Look at the Monday range suction here, bro. See, this is good. That's mega suction off the Monday range. That means the Tuesday most likely gonna make higher low. And whatever the Tuesday higher low is, if you miss that low key, that'll be, yep. That'll be bad. So you guys need to pay attention here for real. Look at that. It literally came to the tick of it. Oh my God. Yeah, that shit looks crazy. Anything else you guys want to go over? Or any questions from today's lesson?